Hello, good evening everybody. Am I audible? Haripriya, good evening. Sai, good evening. Ramya, good evening. Am I audible to everyone? No audio. Am I audible? Yes, good evening. Hello, am I audible? Prashant Kumar, good evening. Yes, Ajay, good evening. Ankit, good evening. Yeah, good evening everybody. What we saw yesterday? Yeah, audible, right? So I was discussing with you about the basics of Python. What are all the different types of operators available in Python? Yes, good evening Aparna, good evening Vyas, good evening. Yeah, good evening everybody. What are all the different types of operators available in Python? Please respond. I want this to be an interactive session. What are all the different types of operators available in Python? I was discussing with you about different data types. What are all the different types of operators available in Python? So whatever we saw yesterday, everything is clear. Yeah, good evening everybody. Sachin, good evening. Sandeep, good evening. If you are interested, yeah, good evening everybody. You can go to pantechelearning and you can register for machine learning internship program. Welcome ML. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the IPYNB files, the recorded videos, lecture notes, PPTs, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days and if you pay rupees 100, you will be receiving a webinar certificate, and the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. Alright. So last date for internship registration is 2nd of next month, 2nd of June. Please hurry up, the internship offer is going to end soon. Yes, I was discussing with you about different types of operators. What do you mean by arithmetic operators, relational operators and logical operators? Yes, if you are interested, you can go to pantechelearning and you can register for machine learning internship program. Welcome ML. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the IPYNB files, the recorded videos, lecture notes, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days and if you pay rupees 100, you will be receiving a webinar certificate, and the internship users, they will be receiving a webinar certificate, participation certificate as well as an internship certificate. Alright. So the last date for registration is 2nd of next month, 2nd June. Please hurry up. The internship offer is going to end soon. So I was discussing with you about variables. What are the different types of operators? I was discussing with you about arithmetic operators. What do you mean by relational operators and logical operators? Today I am going to continue with some more concepts of Python. So still I have some more concepts to cover. So I will just cover some more of Python and then we will start with the machine learning concepts, the core part of our program, that is machine learning concepts. Yes. So what do you mean by strings? I was discussing with you yesterday. I just started with data types. What are all the different data types available in Python? I was discussing with you about integer data types, floating point types, string type, character type. All these are the different data types available in Python. Today I am going to discuss with you about the strings concept. What do you mean by strings? A string is nothing but a collection of characters. It is enclosed within double quotes. Clear? Say for example, this is my first string plus I am leaving some space plus I am joining the second string. Yesterday I was discussing with you about different types of arithmetic operators. If I want to add two numbers or if I want to subtract two numbers, multiply, what are all the different types of arithmetic operators? Similarly, if I want to add two strings, if I want to perform concatenation of two strings, if I want to join two strings, how I can do so? So strings is one powerful concept. I was telling you, right? I was discussing with you about different types of programming languages. I can go for Python, C, C++, Java. So all these are the different types of high-level programming languages. So Python is the most popularly used language for doing any kind of predictive analytics. Say for example, machine learning, data science, artificial intelligence, all these technologies are growing at a very fast rate. So this is the syntax. What are all the different types of operations that can be performed on strings? String concatenation operation. This is the syntax for performing string concatenation. Say for example, this is my first string, string 1. So plus, so this is my first string. Say for example, string 1 plus I am leaving some space. Say for example, I am enclosing within double quotes and this is my string 2. This is an example of string concatenation operation. Clear? Let me just show you a simple example. So I am just saying happy evening. So I want to print some string. I want to concatenate two strings. I am just saying this is my first string happy plus I am leaving some space plus I am joining my second string. So happy evening. This is my second string. Clear? So I am joining two strings by using this plus operator. This is my first string. It is enclosed within double quotes plus I am leaving some space. After leaving some space plus I am joining. This is my second string. Clear with this? So this is how I can concatenate two strings. All these are the different types of operations that can be performed on strings. So based on my requirement, whenever I am analyzing some textual analysis, fake news, so whether the news article published, it is a real news or a fake news, or I want to make some other type of analysis, whether the email, so whether it is a normal mail or a spam email, I want to make some textual analysis. Similar to arithmetic operations, various types of string values can be appended by using this concatenation operation. Next, I am going to discuss with you about escape sequences. What do you mean by an escape sequence? So, for example, it is prepended by a forward slash followed by the corresponding sequence. If I want to print the character in the next line, new line character, I can go for slash and escape sequence. Or if I want to leave some space between two words, I can go for slash T, horizontal tab. All these are the different types of escape sequences. Example, so S equal to within double quotes, I am just giving, this is an escape sequence. This is the entire string, name, slash T, place, slash N, pantech and then T nagar. Clear? So horizontal tab, for example, I am printing some large string. So I want to leave some space between two words. If I want to leave some horizontal gap, horizontal space between two words, I can go for slash T escape sequence. And what is the meaning of slash N? So all these are the different types of escape sequences. If I want to print the character in a new line, I can go for slash N escape sequence. Let me just show you the simple example. I am just saying S1 equal to, within double quotes, I am just saying name, place, pantech and then T nagar. So I am just giving, this is a simple example of escape sequence. I am just printing the string at the output. Within double quotes, I am just enclosing a sequence of characters, a collection of characters. It is enclosed within double quotes. Name /t. If I want to leave space between two words, I have to go for /t, horizontal tab. And if I want to print the character in a new line, I have to go for /n escape sequence. So name, so I am leaving some horizontal space. I am going for place /t and /n. If I want to print the characters in the next line, I have to go for /n escape sequence. I am giving as pantech and then tnagar. So if I want to leave horizontal space, I am giving as /t. Clear with this? So this is an example of escape sequence. If I want to leave space between two words, for between name and place, I want to leave some horizontal space. So I am giving this as /t. This is one kind, horizontal tab. And what is the meaning of /n? If I want to print the characters in the new line, I have to go for /n, new line escape sequence. Clear with this? So escape sequence, this is one important concept. When I am building some bigger applications, if I want to leave space between two strings, or if I want to print the strings in the next line, so I have to go for /t, horizontal tab, or new line, /n escape sequence. So strings is one powerful concept. So what are the different types of operations and manipulations that can be performed on strings? Say for example, I explained you about concatenating two strings. What is the syntax for joining two strings? And if I want to perform them separately, so instead of doing in a single step, so I am initializing some two string variables. S1 equal to, I am just saying within double quotes, I am giving as ABC, and S2 equal to within double quotes, I am giving as DEF. I am joining these two strings S1 plus S2. It is stored in the variable S. Clear? So this is one more way of concatenating two strings. Say I am saying beautiful garden. So if I want to, this is one more example of string concatenation. Say for example, S1 equal to within double quotes, I am saying beautiful, and S2 equal to, I am saying as garden. Say for example, I am saying as garden. S equal to, I am just saying, I am saying S or S3 equal to S1 plus S2. I am just printing this S3 at the output. Clear? So I can join. First I am just initializing S1, string 1, S1 equal to within double quotes, I am giving as beautiful. And I am saying S2 equal to within double quotes, I am giving second string, I am just initializing S2 with the value of garden within double quotes. And I am joining these two strings S1 plus S2. Clear? It is stored in the variable S3. Similarly, if I want to join three strings, so I can give one more string and I can join three strings. So how much ever I want to append, so I can go for plus operator and I can join strings and it can be printed at the output. So all these are the different types of operations that can be performed on strings. Clear with this? If so far I was just discussing, so what do you mean by strings? It is nothing but a collection of characters. And if I want to join two strings, or what are the other type of operations that can be performed on strings? Say for example, instead of adding two strings, if I want to add an integer value to a string value. For example, I want to concatenate 23 with ABC. So if I am directly going to add this, it is going to throw some error. Clear? Say for example, I am just saying, I am saying pin, this is my string, plus I am trying to add some number. It is going to show me an exception. So what I have to do this, in order to correct this, if I want to join a integer, if I want to append an integer to a string value, first I need to convert the integer to a string value, and then I have to append this to this base string or first string. Clear? So I was discussing with you about conversion functions. Do you remember how to convert the data type of the arguments that is being passed from one type to another type. If I want to convert integer to string, so I have to prepend with str. This is an inbuilt function. Similarly, if I want to convert some floating point to integer value, to whichever data type I have to convert, I have to prepend the argument with the corresponding data type. Say for example, if I want to convert 78, this is an integer value. If I want to convert this to a string value, I am just prepending with str. This is the use of conversion function. To whichever data type I have to convert, I have to prepend with the corresponding data type. Clear with this? So what is the use of this type of conversion functions? And still I have many more inbuilt functions. What are all the other types of functionalities that can be performed on strings? Say for example, if I want to find the length of a given string, there is an inbuilt function called len function. So if I want to find whatever string I am enclosing within double quotes, I want to find the length of the character. So how many characters are present in my input string? So I have to go for len function, length function. So len of, so this is the syntax, whatever is the string I am having. So I have to prepend with len keyword. So len, so whatever is the string, so I am just giving the string. So I have to prepend with len keyword. It is used to find the length of a given string. How many characters are present in my input string? So len of, within double quotes, I am saying whatever is the character. So I want to find how many characters are present in my input string. Similarly, if I want to find the position of one string inside another, I want to find the index location. Say for example, s equal to, within double quotes, I am storing a sequence of characters. And using this variable s dot, whichever inbuilt functions, I am calling the find function. And if I want to know the index location of d, so I am saying def, so it is going to return me the index location as 3. Clear? So what is the use of this find function? So it returns the index location of a specific character within an input string. That is the meaning of this find function. From the name you can just understand. So what makes the string functionality so powerful in Python? What are all the different types of operations? In whichever way I want to manipulate the strings, I want to analyze some textual data, textual analysis. So I can go for different types of inbuilt functions. So what is the use of this find function? If I want to find the index location of a specific character within an input string, I have to go for this find function. Whichever inbuilt function I have to call, using the variable name, using dot operator, I am just calling the find function. Clear? Say for example, how the strings characters are stored inside the strings. Say for example, I am just giving, this is my input string, s4 equal to, so I am just giving within double quotes, I am just storing some sequence of characters, rising sun. So always the index location starts from 0. This is my input string and the index location 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and then 8. So the index location always starts from 0th index. And if I want to find the position of a given character within an input string, so I have to call the corresponding inbuilt function. This is my variable, input variable, using dot operator. I am just calling the corresponding inbuilt function within simple brackets. So I am just giving, say for example, ing. So it is used to find the index location of a specific character within an input string. Clear with this? What are all the different types of operations that can be performed on strings? 1 minute, let me just show you a simple example. Say for example, if I want to find the length of a given string, I am saying green parrot or whatever I can say. I am just prepending with len keyword. This is an inbuilt function. If I want to find the length of a given string, I am just using an len keyword within double quotes. I am giving as green parrot. So how many characters are present in an input string? This will be displayed at the output. And if I want to find the length of a given string or find the index location of a specific character within an input string, so I am just saying rising sun using this variable name, using dot operator, I am just calling the find function. If I want to find the index location of a specific character within an input string, so I am just giving dot find within double quotes ing. So at the third index I is present. So 3 will be returned at the output. Clear with this? Till this part, whatever I am explaining, everything is clear? Yeah, you can give space or you can give without space, whatever type. So whichever way you want to analyze the string, you can give so. Clear with this? What are the different types of operations that can be performed on strings? So all these are inbuilt functions. So in my next lecture, so I will be discussing with you about what do you mean by pre-built functions and inbuilt functions. That is user-defined functions and inbuilt functions. And if I want to extract a specific part of a string from my input string, for example, I have a collection of characters. If I want to extract some specific part from my input string for making some analysis, all these are the different types of operations and manipulations that can be performed on strings. For example, s equal to within double quotes, I am saying A, B, C, D, E, F. So I am enclosing a sequence of characters within double quotes. And using this variable name within square bracket, I want to extract, I want to slice out some specific characters from my input string. The index location, it always starts from the 0th index. And at the first index B is present, 1:5. Start index is inclusive and end index is exclusive. So I want to slice out or I want to extract a specific part of a specific part from my input string. Some portion or characters from my input string, I can go for this colon operator. So all these are the, in whichever way I want to extract data, what are the different types of operations that can be performed on strings. So before colon, it indicates the start index, and after colon, it indicates the end index. So whatever is the variable, I am just using the variable s within square bracket. So I am giving the starting index colon the ending index. And if I want to replace one word with another word, so I have to call, there is one more inbuilt function called replace function. For example, within double quotes, I am giving wait until you succeed. And using this variable dot replace. So I am just calling whichever inbuilt functions I have to call using dot operator. I am just calling the replace function. Wherever I find wait, it will be replaced with work. So the first one is the base string and the second one is the replacement string. So the base string in which whatever string I want to replace, that is my second string. Clear? So what are the different types of operations? So all these are the different types of functionalities that can be performed using strings. Let me just illustrate. Say for example, I am storing st1, this is my string. I am storing some specific characters, say pty, ruit, and if I want to extract some specific characters, for example 1:4. Start index is always inclusive. Say for example, I told you right, the index location starts from the 0th index. The start index is 1 and 1:3. Start index is inclusive and end index is exclusive. And if I want to print some characters, say for example from my input string 2:, from the second location till the end, if I want to print all the characters, this is the corresponding syntax. If I want to slice out, I want to make some textual analysis. So I want to extract some specific characters from my input string. So how I can do so? Firstly, I am just initializing a string variable. st1 equal to within double quotes. I am just initializing a string variable. And using this variable within square bracket, before colon indicates the start index and after colon indicates the end index. if I don't mention the end index, so from second character till the end, what are all the characters that are present, it will be displayed at the output. And similarly, say for example, 2 colon, if I don't mention the starting character, so it starts from the 0th index till the second index location, what are all the characters that are present in my input string, it will be displayed at the output. So all these are the different types of operations. While I am analyzing some textual data, I want to know whether the news article published is a genuine one or a fake one. So I want to extract some specific part. I want to do some sort of string slicing. So I want to make some analysis. I want to extract each and every word and I want to analyze whether it indicates what type of word it is, a genuine one or a fake one. I want to analyze some customer reviews in an e-commerce industry. So what type of comments they have posted, whether it indicates a positive comment or a negative comment. For doing any type of analysis, so what are all the different types of operations that can be performed on strings? So strings is one powerful concept. Clear? So colon operator, if I want to extract, slice out some specific characters from my input string, I can go for this colon operator. And what are all the other types of operations that can be performed on strings? Say for example, I am giving wait until you succeed. Wait until you succeed. So I am just giving wait until you succeed. If I want to replace, so using the variable name, using dot operator, I am just calling the replace function. Wait will be replaced with work. Clear with this? So firstly, I am just first I have to initialize my input string. This is my input string. Within double quotes, I am just initializing my input string. Wait until you succeed. It is stored in the variable st5. And using this variable dot, I am just calling the inbuilt function called replace function. So this is my base string within double quotes. Wherever I have wait, it will be replaced with work. So this is my base string. This will be replaced with work. Work until you succeed. Clear? So whichever inbuilt functions I have to call using the variable name. Firstly, I am just initializing the string variable. First, I need to initialize the value. And using this variable name, using dot operator, I have to call the corresponding inbuilt function. So I am just calling this replace function and this is my base word. So wherever I have wait, it will be replaced with work. Clear? So what are all the different types of operations? So strings is one powerful concept. So what are all the different types of operations that can be performed on strings? Similarly, if I want to convert the characters present in my string to uppercase or lowercase, so I have to call the corresponding inbuilt function. For doing different types of operations, I have the corresponding inbuilt function. So I have to call the corresponding inbuilt function. Say for example, this is my first string. So within double quotes, I am just giving this is my first string dot, I am just calling the upper function. If I want to convert to uppercase, so I have to call the upper function. And similarly, if I want to convert to lowercase, so I have to call the lower function. Let me just illustrate. So what is the use of upper function and lower function? Say I am saying Python. So I want to convert this to uppercase. So whatever is the string, I am just enclosing within double quotes using dot operator. I am just calling the upper function. Each and every character, so this is my string, whatever is the input string, it is enclosed within double quotes dot. I am just calling the upper function. So each and every character present in my input string, this will be converted to uppercase. And similarly, if I want to convert to lowercase, say for example, this is my input string. I want to convert this to lowercase. whichever inbuilt functions I have to call, using dot operator, I have to call the corresponding inbuilt function. So each and every character present in my input string, this will be converted to lowercase. So this is my string. Whatever is the string, it is enclosed within double quotes. Dot, I am just calling the upper function or lower function. Till this part, whatever I am speaking, everything is clear. If you are interested, you can go to pantechelearning and you can register for machine learning internship program. Welcome ML. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the IPYNB files, the recorded videos, lecture notes, projects, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. So, last date for internship registration is 2nd of next month, 2nd June. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days and if you pay ₹100, you will be receiving a webinar certificate, and the internship users, they will be receiving a web internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. Alright, if you are interested, you can go to pantechelearning and you can register for machine learning internship program. Welcome ML. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the IPYNB files, the recorded videos, lecture notes, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days and if you pay ₹100, you will be receiving a webinar certificate, and the internship users, they will be receiving a internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. Alright. So till this part, whatever I am speaking, everything is clear. I just gave an introduction to strings. What are all the different types of operations that can be performed on strings? So next I am going to discuss with you about what are all the different types of decision making statements and looping statements. So what do you mean by a decision making statement? For example, I want to execute some statement based on some condition. So I have to go for an if statement. So it is called as a decision making. For example, if the purchase amount of the customer, if it exceeds say 1000, he is going to get some discount value. So based on some condition, I want to perform some operation. I want to do some sort of computation, or I want to display something. So I have to go for this if statement. So you have to use the if keyword. This is the syntax for using a decision making statement. You have to use the if keyword followed by the condition, colon. So I am just giving the corresponding statement. So I need to leave some indentation followed by the statement block. You can go for a simple if condition or you can go for a if else condition. So if, this is the if keyword followed by condition, whatever is the condition, colon, indentation, this is the statement 1, else colon, I am leaving some indentation, this is the statement 2. Clear with this? For example, I am just initializing x equal to 90. I am just initializing x with the value of 90. And if x is greater than 100, I am printing x is big. If I am checking x is less than 10, I am printing x is small. Else I am printing x is medium. This is one example of decision making statement. Clear? So I want to perform some condition. I want to, based on some condition, I want to do some sort of operation or I want to do some sort of computation. I can go for this decision making statement. Let me just show you a simple example. X equal to 90. I am saying x is greater than 100. I am printing x is big. X is bigger. If I am checking for some other condition. X is less than 10. This is the syntax for using the if-else structure. I'm giving a print statement, x is smaller, else I'm printing x is medium. Clear? So this is one example of decision making statement. So firstly, I am just initializing x with the value of 90 and I am executing some conditions based on some conditions. So for example, if I want to analyze the performance of students, so in which grade they fall into based on the marks they have obtained. For example, if it is greater than 90, I am saying he is an A grader. Else if he is less than 40, I am saying he has failed. Else I am saying he is a moderator. So I want to do some sort of analysis. Similarly, in an e-commerce industry, so where I can go for this kind of decision making statements. So based on some condition, I need to perform some sort of operation or computation. I want to do some sort of computation. In such cases, I can go for this kind of decision making statements. Clear? What is the use of this kind of decision making statements? So based on, for example, in a bank, I want to know, for example, if the deposit is greater than 100. So for example, this is going to be the interest rate, or I want to do some sort of computation. So based on some condition, I want to perform some sort of operation or computation. In such cases, I can go for this kind of decision making statements. So this is the syntax for using the decision making statements. First, I am just initializing x equal to 90 and I am checking for some condition. If x is greater than 100, colon, I am leaving some indentation. I am just printing x is bigger. Else if, so elif, this is the syntax for using a decision making statement. I am checking x is less than 10. I am printing a message x is smaller. So if both the conditions fails, I am going for the final else block. I am printing x is medium. Clear with this? What is the use of this kind of decision making statements? Just take down this exercise. Take the input from the user, percentage of marks obtained in the exam, and print the grades based on the percentage of marks. Say for example, if the marks is between 91 to 100, I want to print he is an A grader. If the mark of a student, specific student, if it lies between 71 to 90, so I should get the message as grade B. And if the mark lies between 60 to 70, I should get the message as grade C. Otherwise grade D. So if none of the conditions are satisfied, grade D, this should be displayed at the output. Clear? Just take down this exercise. Take the input from the user, percentage of marks obtained in the exam. So based on the percentage of marks, I am going to get the user input. I am going to print the grade based on the percentage of marks. For example, if the percentage lies between 91 to 100, I should get the message as grade A. Or if it lies between 71 to 90, I should get the message as grade B. Otherwise, if the percentage of marks, if it lies between 60 to 70, I should get the message as grade C. Otherwise, grade D. This should be printed at the output. So all these are simple examples of decision making statements. So next I am going to discuss with you about functions. So what do you mean by functions? This is one more important concept. So what do you mean by function or modular programming? So what is the use of this kind of functions? So far I was discussing with you about predefined function. What are all the, in case of strings concept, I was discussing with you about different types of predefined function. What is the use of upper function? What is the use of lower function? Similarly, if I want to replace one string with another string, so I am going for a replace function. What is the use of replace function? So there are two different types of functions. One is called as a predefined function and one more is called as a user defined function. So what is the use of this kind of functions? When I am doing some bigger applications, when I am developing some bigger programs, bigger applications, So I can write some functions, code reusability. So I can write the function and I can call them from anywhere within my program. So it results in the reduction of code size and code reusability. So what is the main purpose of going for this kind of functions? Say for example, I am defining a function in order to get, so how much, for example, I want to analyze the performance of employees. So based on salary, so I am defining a user defined function for doing different kinds of tasks. Similarly, I am predicting some diseases. Say for example, if the glucose level lies between this, I am saying he is affected by a disease. So I am making some analysis. For doing different types of operations, I can go for different types of user defined functions. Whenever I am going to call that function, it is going to perform some specific task and it is going to return me the corresponding result. Clear with this? So what is the use of this kind of user defined function? So what do you mean by this user defined function? Functions which are defined manually by the user, they are called as user defined function. I am just using the def keyword followed by the name of the function. So I am coming inside for I in range of 1, 11. I am printing each and every I value at the output and I am calling this function count to 10. So if I want to print a range of numbers or if I want to fetch some student records. So there are student records in different departments. Say for example, in an academic institution or an university, so you can go for the electrical department, computer science department, mechanical department, civil department. So I want to fetch some specific student records for making some sort of analysis. So I can define separate user defined functions for doing certain type of operation. Whenever I am going to call that function, it is going to return me the corresponding result. Clear? So that is the main purpose of user defined function. Say for example, I am writing some user defined function def count to 10. So I am just defining a user defined function. I am going for a for loop for I in range of 1, 11. I am printing each and every I value at the output. And I am calling this function count to 10. Whenever I want to call any function, I have to use the name of the function. So def is the keyword for defining a user defined function. So def, I am giving the corresponding name of the function, open bracket and close bracket, colon. And inside this user defined function, I am going for a for loop for I in range. So within this for loop, I am giving the starting number. So in which range I need to print the records or print some integer values, 1, 11, colon, I am printing each and every number at the output. Whenever I am going to call this user defined function, so count to 10, so it is going to print a range of numbers from 1 to 10. Clear with this? What is the use of this kind of user defined function? Similarly, say for example, I want to perform some addition operation or some other type of operation. For example, I want to add two numbers. So I can pass in some parameters. I am going to get some arguments a comma b. So I am calling the add function. So I am passing through parameters 4 comma 5. So it is going to perform some addition operation. C equals a plus b. So I am just adding these two numbers. And this can be printed at the output. Clear with this? This is an example of parameterized function. So whenever I am calling some function, I can pass in some arguments. Say for example, I want to print the name and the department of students in different departments, name and the department ID of students in different departments. I want to fetch some records for making some analysis. So I can define separate user defined function. Whenever I am going to call that function, it is defined manually by the user for doing some specific task. It is going to do some computation and I am going to get the relevant results. Clear with this? So all these are the different types of operations that can be performed using Python. With this, I am just stopping today. If you have any doubts, as well as a participation certificate. 2nd of June, this is the last date for internship registration. Please hurry up. If you are interested, you can go to pantechelearning and you can register for machine learning internship program. Welcome ML. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the IPYNB files, the recorded videos, the PPTs, the lecture notes, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days and if you pay ₹100, you will be receiving a webinar certificate. And the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. Once you attend this masterclass for 30 days, you will be gaining. So, I will be covering the basics of Python. What is the tools? So, what are the data structures? What do you mean by a decision making statement, looping statement? And then I will be discussing with you about the machine learning concepts. So, what are the different types of machine learning? And I will be discussing what are all the libraries required for doing any kind of machine learning development. And finally, I will be discussing with you about some different types of machine learning algorithms. And I will show you some simple implementation example. Alright, logistic regression, it is a type of algorithm. It is a type of supervised classification algorithm. So, I will be discussing with you about different types of algorithms. Liver disease, today's topic is not that one. So, Python, if you want to learn machine learning, so I am just starting with the basics of Python. So, I am giving an introduction to Python and then I will be covering the different types of libraries and finally I will be discussing the machine learning concepts. Any more doubts? If you are interested, you can go to pantechelearning and you can register for machine learning internship program. Any more doubts? From tomorrow, we will go with machine learning. From tomorrow, we will go with machine learning concepts. Any more doubts? Everything is clear? So you can practice and if you have doubts, you can post your queries in the chat box. No, actually they have posted wrongly. So tomorrow I will start with machine learning concepts. Any more doubts? Whatever I can cover, I am just covering. Function Rohit, for doing some specific programming. So for doing some specific task, I am going for user defined functions. Any more doubts? Yes, Amit. So I will be discussing once you attend this master class. So you will become a master in machine learning. So I will be covering the basics of Python, different types of libraries, what are the tools and syntaxes, and I'll be discussing how to do machine learning using Python, Google Colab. All right. All right then. Remaining things we will see tomorrow. Same time, same link. Thank you all.